Okay, we are live on YouTube, finally. So yesterday I was dumb enough to not realize I was streaming privately. So this stream, YouTube is welcome. I wondered why no one from YouTube, I didn't get one YouTube message last time. But, maybe just because it was in the morning. But here we are, excellent stream quality. Everything, quality options are good. I'm not going to spend as much time messing with this today. Now I do have I've said this before, but I do have a app that'll combine the chats and the feed, the activity feed, but sometimes the OBS messages weren't, or the Twitch messages weren't coming through, but it was ones that were like being held by Twitch, so I don't know, I'm going to keep using this. I'm just a little afraid we're going to be running out of, or we're going to be missing some stuff, so I don't know if this program will last long enough, but we're already 2 minutes in. I'm just going to get going straight with it today. Now we're in the rain. I don't have really anything changed from yesterday. I'm going to try and make some more money, but again, we're trying to focus on the ghosts and get any kind of new ghost activity and just try and learn Nightmare. When I left off on this game before, I don't even remember. It feels like it's been a while since I was really into this game, but we are just transitioning over to Nightmare mode full time. I'm still really agreeing with that because I'm enjoying the 2 evidence. And actually having to figure out what the ghost type is. So we're back on my custom Nightmare difficulty. Let's see if I can remember the hotkeys. But yeah, we still have the wristwatch, and we have the breaker on, which is nice. Kind of want to have this light on though. Let's get warmed up here. Now, I know this is where the summoning circle is. The tarot cards are in the basement, and I did have one little game. I was trying to get some screenshots. I know the mirror actually spawns here, strangely. I didn't notice the blender bottle. But also, I kind of wanted them to have like a sauna area, and this is kind of that. But I thought of them doing a gym would be a good room, so this is kind of an idea I had in the back of my head that they actually went through with. Also, hello, Breaker. But today, we're just gonna try and take it chill. I don't like how all these doors start open. There's so many open. But let's take a look. Who are we dealing with? Patricia Dexter, repel with incense, witness ghost event, not escape. I thought I was gonna say escape, and then just cleanse. So with the way I've been kind of doing things, we probably are going to get hunted. Hello, Bone. Yeah, I think I am pretty stuck on the way I'm going to be doing the equipment and bringing it in, the order that I'm going to be bringing it in. No, another thing on that one game where I was getting screenshots, this was open, so it wasn't a door you could close, but this could be open and be a hiding spot you can run into. But with Nightmare, actually, pretty much all these hiding spots are going to be blocked. I have not had this open once on Nightmare. We'd have to get really lucky for that, I guess. But what about in here? Nope, this spot is technically open, but every room has some kind of table you can loop around, you can hide here, so I really support them making the levels or the maps based around looping furniture and just getting behind stuff and hiding. What the hell was that? Oh my god, what is going on at the top right of the screen? I think that's my shoulder. But yeah, I do really like how they're developing these maps, and yeah, I think we learned last time. I don't know for sure. I tried to hide behind this. Yeah, I think the ghost went in there when they didn't see me. I just saw the lightning flash on the candy bars. I guess these are protein bars, because they're going on a hike here. I wonder if these are the different maps. Like, Point Hope is up there or something. One's mountains and one's like a checkered flag, like that's the end goal. I wonder what the lore of this map will be. We kind of have some hints of it here. But I wonder if they're going on some kind of like haunted trail. Okay. I'll take that. I didn't figure you were around here, but oh, and there's the breath to go with it. Alright, well, I guess we're just dealing with a ghost up here. What I might do, since this map is actually really nice for looping, I'm going to turn the light on here. If we have to run down here and loop, I guess that'll be my one escape route. So it's Patricia Dexter. Patricia, are you here? Can you give us another sign? I've had, like, the last 3 games in a row were thunderstorm. What's our sanity looking at? Yeah, still pretty high. Is anyone here? Are you friendly? Patricia, give us a sign. Come on, do something for me before I go and get equipment. But we do have a nice table in here. There's been a lot of tables, one for looping around, but I appreciate having somewhere to keep my equipment. And I guess I will... Oops. Okay. I tried to drop my flashlight somewhere where it's gonna light up the darkness if we have to run in the dark. And I guess if I'm gonna try and go to the basement, we'll just aim it there. Kind of a weird room to do that in. Guess we're gonna just start bringing back evidence. I'm still kind of like paranoid about the YouTube stuff, but I think I got it all figured out. Let's just get our normal gear in here. Sanity is fine so far. I'm not used to that hand coming out there. But yes, I am very much enjoying this update. I think the main thing was that they fixed the FOV, and a lot of the animations are just kind of back to how we were, and smudging the ghosts pretty quickly between using the number keys. Everything about this update is like they're going in the right direction, and oh boy. I should take a photo, but I don't have my camera. Whatever, at least I got video. I can get a video of the ghost and I can get the ghost hunting. I gotta remember I can do both of those. Okay. I don't know about putting it on the ceiling. I mean, it kind of worked alright over here. Let's try it again. But yeah, I think they are getting in the right direction, and I was kind of harping on them making the game more scary before Horror 2.0, but at the same time I was saying how they kind of need to get the foundation solid. So the fact that they're adding these new crazy ghosts, that makes up for, you know, waiting for Horror 2.0, I feel. See, I could talk about this a lot, but that's why I don't like that box showing up, because it just showed up for a second. I was like, okay, I know there are ghost orbs somewhere in here. It just showed them to me, but they're gone. Did you roam in here? Oh god, that is not the right light. Levitation? Oh, come on, I can't record that. Where did... you had a ghost orb. What am I looking at? There they are. Hey, I wanted more hidden ghost orbs. That one was over in the corner rather than the center of the room, so there we go. But again, it's kind of defeats the purpose if that white box shows up very briefly and tells me that there's a ghost orb nearby. I'm gonna try not to mention that too much. I wonder if, when it comes to performance, the game isn't like hiccup, like freezing lagging, but it is kind of lower on the FPS, which is, this is kind of what I expected the performance to be on a new map before any kind of Unity 6 or any other performance updates. I'm gonna try and move some of this other stuff around. We got phones and laptops on here. Did I get a photo of that summoning circle? I don't think I even bothered to take a photo. Alright, Patricia, I think I'm gonna go out one more time. We know, so what are we dealing with here? I'm not gonna try and forget those ghost orbs. Didn't see dots yet. Hormos. See? Still can't be the new ghost, which is strange. Is anyone here? I'm gonna try and, if you show up, I'll get a photo. Patricia, give us a sign. Oh wow, sanity, even with that event, sanity is still pretty good. I guess it didn't actually drain my sanity? I'm gonna forget that photo camera, or that video camera is over here. Was that me throwing that? I think it was. Let's put this over here. Now this is not a dots pin. Let's try and also move that so I don't get confused. Alright, I think I'm gonna get the last bit of evidence in here. I really wish I could get the salt in here with the next trip, but not interested in the book, not seeing dots anywhere in here. So while I still have some sanity, maybe we'll get the last evidence, and then worry about getting hunted. It would be nice to figure out if this might be a Cormos before getting hunted here, but like I said before, whenever we find a Cormos, that's when I'll kind of talk about how it's so dangerous. Basically, it'll figure out wherever you are if you move, and the only way to like not have it do that is if you... Oops, oh god, here we go. These three is what I need. Wait, did I... Of course I didn't drop my inventory. But the Cormos, it was bugged before, so even if you smudged, it would still know where you are. Okay, this is what I get for... Here's what I'm gonna do. Since I screwed up, I'm gonna go ahead. Okay, did you just do the breaker twice? I don't think so, but I just heard another light switch. I'm gonna go get some more equipment in here, and then I just won't have to worry about walking back as much. And now I gotta get the breaker on. Alright, so I wanted this. I guess we'll have one smudge for safety, at least in here. Okay, I don't... I think the breaker's in the basement. Oh my god, what are you doing in here? Okay, I don't think I'm getting hunted. Oh, it is right here. See, when the breaker starts on, I don't exactly pay attention to where it was. Okay, but sanity... We're doing alright. Probably should have just left that light off. We down to freezing? Don't roll off, please. No. Get this out of here. I want to try and keep this around on this side. I don't really know what my escape route is. My escape route should be going down the stairs, but for some reason I want to like run in here. Because if I run in here and close the doors, then there's no real reason. It's a cat toy. There's no real reason for them to go in there if they don't see me, but probably not the greatest strategy. The best strategy would just be to get to the basement and hope she doesn't look for you down there. Okay, very inactive ghost. Let's put a couple of these down. I'm gonna try and save one. Patricia, give us a sign. Should try. Oh god, I'm gonna click back in. I think I already did this. He didn't walk though. Are you here, Patricia? I heard one footstep. Patricia, give us a sign. Okay, that's a sign. It's way over here. Those doors rattle so much now. No. That's weird though, that she did step in it. And it is a Patricia. Banshee or Diane. Oh my god, are we dealing with a Diane again? I know EMF 5 on that. I don't think we're gonna get UV. What would Diane be then? EMF 5 or Spirit Box? I guess I haven't tried Spirit Box yet. If you're over here, I have my smudge on me. What is my smudge set to? Number 1. Are you in here, Patricia? What are you doing over here? Oh, I have my glow stick on me. That's why I like using the glow stick now, because you can actually have a little bit of ambient glow on you. Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? Are you far? I just heard her doing stuff, so maybe she was over here, but I'm going to turn this light off. Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? Are you far? I'm looking for them ghost orbs again. Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? The breath is in here, but I don't see the orbs. If it is Spirit Box, then we could be dealing with Mimic. We just need to get maybe a few hunts. Was that another thing I heard? Alright, I don't need the glow stick. I'm kind of just trusting that area light if I get hunted. As long as you get up to a wall, you can kind of see where you're going. I thought I heard something else get thrown. EMF 5. Okay. Well, I don't even know if we're in Raiju. Oh god, we are pretty close to... We are in Raiju early hunting range. I'm gonna try and sit here for a minute. So let's see if we can stand in the light. We're just above 50. So I'm gonna see if, while I'm standing here, if we get hunted. I think because of female ghost and Diane. I don't know. I think it's probably gonna be a Diane again. I do have a smudge. We have our 2 evidence. I'm gonna hit this light switch. Did she turn this one off? Or did I just never turn that one on? Oh boy. I gotta stop walking into these chairs. That was a cat toy. Oh, damn it. I should have gotten a EMF 5 photo. I forget that you can do that now. I forget it's not a duplicate photo now, so I kind of forgot. Also, this hit the floor. I don't know where those ghost orbs went. Alright, what are the other objectives? Just smudge and then repel. Okay, so we do have to repel. I guess we're gonna use our smudge here. So, if it was a Raiju, I think it would have early hunted by now. I don't think it's a Raiju. It's EMF 5, so it's not Mimic. And Obake, Obake would early hunt too, unless there was a flame nearby. So we're not getting any early hunts. I think once we get hunted here, we're gonna know what this is. So yes, I think I might have to be doing some running like I did last time. I don't mind it though. I want to experience these new ghosts more often. Do I just light this and drain sanity and go for it? No, we don't. You're dying. You're a dying. Look at you. You're a stupid dying. As soon as I move, oh man. Okay. As long as I get to like a safe spot and she doesn't know where I am, I could just stand still and she'll be like revenant speed and maybe she'll just never come down here. It's weird how standing still is also kind of a part of some of these ghosts. Please don't be doing that. Please don't be doing that. This hunt needs to end. This hunt needs to end. Now I know I can, the thing about it, Adian, I think, you can sprint and get away. So like if she got close to me there and I full sprinted up there, I think I would have been okay. But I'm still trying to time these small map hunts and I think I did an okay job there. But of course we're dealing with another Dian. So let me step outside. I think there's all my objectives. But what I could do, see that's kind of my own struggle right now. I think we make enough money. I'm not going to worry about media right now. I want to worry about getting different ghosts right now. We'll worry about getting perfect games. As long as we're getting the objectives and the ghosts right, let's just get back in here again and see what other ghosts we have. Because doing the media would get us some more money, but right now, for the sake of playing the game, I want to get back in here and encounter another ghost. But yeah, I do want to make money, and since, you know, the 4 times multiplier, getting all the objectives and the ghost right is still going to be pretty good. I'm going to guess 1,800. Might get some dailies if it's restarted.
Welcome back.
Oh,
I've got some jobs
1 daily, but it was 1,800. So yeah, that's a very good amount if we're just kind of rolling through these games. Is there anything about a Dian I want to see? 0 abilities. It did change its favorite room. I guess that's where the ghost orbs went. Alright, let's jump back into another Willow. So, for now, I am mainly going to be focusing on Willow. But like I said, now that we have the area light, I'm really excited to go explore other maps, like even Maple Lodge. Like, I want to play Maple Lodge so much more. That's another thing. I do wish that the medium and large maps had way more of an incentive to play them. You do get like $50 more if you play on a medium map and get the ghost right. Like that first reward for getting the ghost right. I think it's 100 for a small map, 150 for medium, and then 200 for a large. I think it should be like 100, 200, 300 for a large, because then that number is multiplied. I just feel like, I mean, they're going to be adding the restricted stuff, but I just feel like there should be more of an incentive to go to medium and large maps. EMF photo, repel, and paramic. Don't know if we're going to be getting the paramic, and I still don't know where the breaker is, but we have a quiet night for once. I don't have to deal with the rain constantly. It is kind of crazy how that really does change the atmosphere. Alright, I'm running right in here. Oh, that's the condensing unit is what they call these things. I wondered what I was hearing. And I bet if the breaker's off, you won't hear that. Let's get in here again. So I should be looking, I wonder if like the music box or the tarot, well, the tarot cards are in the basement. All the art. So yeah. The thing that, how they're making these maps unique is like an artist lived here. They're thinking about who lived here, you know? So like all the cool abstract designs and stuff on the, well, I guess on the artwork, but it's even on the pillows. So no one's around here. Andrew Sweeney, I didn't pay attention to the name, so no female ghost. That helps for Nightmare. We know immediately it's not 2 ghost types. So let's go in this way. I don't know what I'm hearing. At least I can actually kind of listen now and not just hear nothing but rain. That's gotta be just like a ambient map noise that I'm... Maybe it was the coffee machine? Well, you can't turn it on. And as soon as I turned that on, a motorbike went by, so that was weird. Now I'm just exploring all these things that you can turn on. How come the ghost didn't, like, turn on any of this stuff? Kingsley Ocean Fish. Yeah, you know, I give them credit. They have really figured out how to make this game their own. Not hearing anything, though. Is it finally time for that garage ghost? Are you in here, Andrew? Sweeney? It is weird, though. Like, it's very noticeable that the rain's not here. I had, like, 3 games in a row with that thunderstorm. So it's nice to be able to hear something in the map if it actually happens. Oh, look at this. These were started here, and they were out on the floor last time. I didn't realize someone had thrown those on the floor. Well, oh, breaker. But it has been quiet enough. Maybe it's a basement ghost. Let's get this on. But the more and more I do play these small maps, I do want to go to a bigger map. And I've said it before, I do think Bleasdale is like the perfect size for a medium map. I just wish there was a more of a reward for going there. It just doesn't feel too rewarding, even just from that one little reward, you know, getting a little bit more money for getting the ghost right. But with all the new restricted modes and stuff, I am going to be checking out some other maps more than just like the house maps. Okay, maybe we are dealing with a basement ghost. I'm coming for you, Andrew. Are you down here? There's all kinds of little cat houses around this place. Is anyone around here? Is that always shoved up against there? Probably. It's a weird spot for the controller, though. These things starting around. These probably are just little cat toys left around. What's our sanity? That's a good way of getting more activity. Maybe I just need to be in the dark a little bit. See, can this... Oh, I wonder if this... Because on Tanglewood, these little mini fridges can open. I wonder if at one point that could open and they realized, like, blocking you there was just a little too strong. Because if that could open, it would just be, like, blocking right here. Looking at all the little stuff. Coolers and... Is that Jaeger? Does that say Dark Tribute? Single malt Scotch whiskey. Hey, there's the bottle that they fixed. There's some more stuff. I will, you know, admit, it does surprise me how much, you know, these maps are getting more and more uniquely detailed, although I just noticed copy-paste a little bit there, but we'll move on. Okay, I spent a little time in the dark. Hey, this is a nice spot. Okay, I guess I didn't notice this before. Wow, now, that is just almost like the best spot you can ask for. Are you in here? We've already had a couple ghosts around in here. See, even on a small map, it can be kind of hard to figure out what's going on here. Now, this is what ghost hunting is all about. Nothing happening. Oh wait, no. I think that starts there. I don't think that's hung. Because if that did fall off the wall, it would be like straight up and down. Alright, no breath down here. I guess I'm going back upstairs. I'm gonna see. This is where we need that thermometer. Alright, you know what? I actually like that idea. Let's drop our stuff here. Kind of make a home base. That's another thing that's like a ghost hunting trope, is how they usually set up a room in the haunted location. So it's cool to like have a spot to have all my equipment in and then find the ghost from there. I don't know. It's just, I know we have the truck and that's kind of a whole big gameplay mechanic, is leaving the location to get back to your truck, but I know this is a old game, but Conrad Stevens Paranormal PI, or was it that game? I think there's so many of those ghost hunting games I kind of blend in, but I think in that game you would start in a room in the building and that was like your quote-unquote safe room. Oh, I didn't get the thermometer. Oh well. I guess that's what I was trying to do. Let's do that. Let's just throw all this stuff in here. Oh my god, you can get like stuck in between them chairs. We'll do one more trip again. Let's just get all my equipment in here and then we'll figure out what's happening. That's another thing, I was just thinking about how dark it was. I tried the eye adaptation and I want to like the eye adaptation, but it just kind of is a little too violent. When you get flashbanged when you pull up your book, but it like starts bright and then immediately just gets really dark. I want that to be good, but as a content creator, it's probably better to have it off. Alright, here's our loadout. Oops, I need that. Guess I won't take the EMF, but I didn't even find the bone. I didn't look for the tarot cards down there. Should look for the mirror. Should also just look in general for another cursed item. So what I'll probably do though is just, I should do it on stream, but I'll just start up a game. I might do that at the end of the stream just because. But I'll load up a game where all of the cursed items are spawned in, and then we'll just go looking for them. Yeah, no mirror there. Wow, okay. I said this before, but when it comes to my custom difficulty, the only thing I turned down was ghost events. I didn't mess with the ghost activity. We should be hearing something get thrown or a door or something. These ghosts just don't seem to be too crazy. I mean, I don't know. A couple ghosts were crazy, but I like a change of pace here. All we're gonna do is figure out what room is colder. Which, the only thing under 20 is this hallway. I don't know what those little... Is there like a hamster around here or something? Sounds like a hamster in a cage or something squeaking. Probably wouldn't be good with all these cats around. Might just be the fridge. Okay. Did I even look in here? Wow, I guess we are dealing with the basement. Which, I guess that sucks because that's where my one hiding spot is. I can always just run back up here somewhere and hopefully outlast the hunt. I knew as soon as I was gonna come down here. Can I... Okay, so in order to turn this thing off... Oh, I guess they fixed that? Or the ghost turned it off? I think the ghost turned that off. In order to turn this thing on and off, you have to pick it up. And then right-click. So I think the ghost actually turned that back off. Alright, well, get out of here, ghost. Oh, there's the phone. Wow. I was wondering if we were ever going to run into it. Alright, I want to check the boundaries of this room. So are we freezing away over here? Well, at least cold. No, this is its own room. I'm sure this is its own room. So we got the bar, the downstairs living room, and this little utility hallway. Okay, new room for the ghost. Just wonder if we're gonna get screwed here. Unfortunately, we're not gonna be able... What are these weird... It's like water running or something. I know it's just like those normal house map sounds, red herrings. But since I forgot, we already had all of our equipment in here, so let's just bring it down here. What's up, Corpy? Thanks for being here. Alright, well I guess, see, that's the thing though. Whatever the ghost room is becomes the center of all the equipment. Okay, real quick, check for ghost orb. What? That is so strange. I can't ever get like a levitation video on that. Okay. We had sneaky ghost orbs last time, but for right now we're not seeing them. Thank you for that follow, Corpy. I've been doing good. This update has finally brought back Phasmophobia for me. I'm finally enjoying this game for like the first time in like over half a year. I don't... Oh, I guess we'll try this. Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? Are you far? He was right on top of me here. Okay, we did our stuff in the dark. Let's get that light back on. This is why I like having the light, or the watch. We're about to get hunted though. No early hunting. Alright, well, I'm willing to try and survive a hunt here. Let's see if it happens though. Alright, I'm using this cushion as my equipment setup. Instead of putting it on the ceiling, I'm gonna try and put it right here. Are these like Green Bay colors, by the way? Oh no. It'd be weird to be a Green Bay fan in California. Wrong way. Okay, maybe we will put it on the ceiling. I'm just afraid I'm gonna lose it up there. But at least we can reach. Okay, that is really the perfect way of doing a dots. And maybe if you want to write, you'll do it right there. And check temperature one more time. We're in the light, so I guess my sanity isn't draining quickly enough, but we're not getting early hunted, so that says something. Alright, I'm gonna try keep this somewhat organized. Now, what down here could have fingerprints? None of these drawers open. That doesn't open. None of this opens. I guess they spent their drawer budget on the kitchen, because none of these open. Wonder if they could smack a handprint on the TV. What is that? It might be the deep freezer over here making noises. Oh no, there's laundry. I think there's a freezer over here. I didn't know what that was. Oh my god, we are right at the line of 50. I had to use that hiding spot somehow. Of course, I just learned about that hiding spot, and of course the ghost is in the basement. Whoa, I just saw my breath up here. I think there's... I don't know if that's intentional. But sometimes after I've been walking out of a cold room, I see my breath in the opposite room. Okay, I'm just gonna try and get hunted here. I want to see if I can survive. Good morning, Apollo. Good to see you again. Glad you can stop by. We're about to get hunted here, hopefully. I don't know. I didn't lose sanity from that hunt, so I just kind of booked it. We hear noises in my room now. Are you here, Andrew? I don't want it to be in the dark, but I'm doing it. Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? There's every chance. I mean, we might just get hunted here and I'll know what it is immediately, especially if it kills me. I'm going upstairs. Can't be a Galu, so I'm running. It's right behind me, of course. Okay, I'm gonna try and get somewhere relatively safe that I can listen. Of course, I can't hear anything. I think it's normal speed. Okay, that's not normal speed. Oh god, I don't know what that was. It seemed normal and then it got close to me and like detected me. Oh god, okay. Well, I guess I learned nothing from that. Let's go take sanity and I'm gonna try and actually get some evidence. Now we'll get salt in there. Maybe we'll force a UV. I don't know what that was. It sounded normal coming up the stairs and then it like detected me somehow. Sanity is gone. It seems to be normal hunt range though. Alright, salt, one smudge. I don't even know if I want to bother with the crucifix. I mean, we could go down there. I do want money, but I don't really want to just sit there with the paramite. Let's get another thing of salt, because there could be a lot of room down there. A little faster than normal. Alright, it seems a little... I don't know if it's just this map. It's a little harder to listen when they're on another floor. Like, there was that one ghost where she went up the stairs and I didn't even hear her until she was right here. You hunting? Alright, well if you are a normal hunting range ghost, you shouldn't hunt just yet. Oh, there it is. And how did that happen again? For what? I find you with the salt. Can you walk, please? Hello? How did that happen 2 times in a row? We get a ghost to walk in, but I don't hear any other footsteps. I don't know how, I don't want to say that's bugged, but who knows? I'm gonna put down more salt if I can figure out my inventory. Oh, there we go. There's them 3. I think I dropped the other salt. Alright, that's the salt that has something in it, so just leave that there. Okay, EMF? No, EMF 5. I'm gonna turn that off. Normally though, when a ghost walks through, even if there's no EMF, or no UV, you'll still hear the... Yeah, you'll hear the footsteps going up the stairs. And look, there is UV. So what the hell happened there? I guess sometimes the ghost can just walk through it, but then like not continue walking. But there's the UV. I don't know, sometimes I think they just like stand on top of it and just never walk. Okay, well, if it is UV, if it was a Cormos, it would have known where I was the whole time. Maybe it was Hantu? It would have slowed down if it was a Hantu. Maybe it was Obambo. I think it was Obambo, and it changed aggression during the hunt, because that's something I know, is that during the hunt, an Obambo can go from calm to aggressive, and it'll speed up. I'm learning these new ghosts. I'm thinking it's Obambo, though. What would the other evidence be? Writing in dots. Did you write down here? No? I'm gonna put it more so over here. Okay, photo, please. There it is. I say, this is why I try and keep track of where my stuff is. I'm just gonna film. Why not? You're just standing there for me. And, oh, and ghost orbs? Okay, well there, was it Mimic then? Cormos, Hantu, or Obake? Maybe it was a Hantu, but maybe it was a Hantu and it just got... I would have been fast down here, though. Okay, well, it can be a Mimic. That's the thing. If it was a Mimic mimicking an Obambo... I haven't seen enough Cormos to really deal with them. Okay, if it is Mimic, though, we might still get Spirit Box and Freezing, but let me... I don't know. Oh boy. There it is, Freezing. I'm feeling like I'm losing my stuff, but this is why I try and keep it on a table so I actually know what I'm doing. So, okay, UV ghost orbs. Don't worry about the weird noises in my room. Yeah, let's just get another hunt. We have a smudge still. Let's get these lights on. And it's not early hunting at all. That's the thing. Yeah, an Obambo can early hunt. This might be a Mimic. Unfortunately, let's see if I have my smudge. Smudge is on 3. Oh, I see that. I guess I'm gonna grab my flashlight. Now, I wanted to see if the tarot cards were over here, which they are not. Okay. I wanted to use the cursed item to drain my sanity a little bit. Let's turn this light off. All I need is to drain it a little bit more. I feel like if it was a Cormos, though, it would have detected my movement. But unless a Cormos can't detect movement on another floor, maybe it has to be on the same floor to detect movement. I know the die-in will still speed up if you're within 10 meters, even if you're on another floor. I kind of don't want to waste time looking for the cursed item. Let me look at this. Man, we are right on the line of the hunt range, and we have not seen one early hunt yet. I think what I'll do, let's just stand right here for a minute and see if we can at least just get a hunt. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out the locations of the cursed items. Monkey paws used to be in these drawers, but cabinets, but I don't see anything now. Okay, turn this light on. Let's go into the ghost room and leave the light off. I think I'll be able to escape. I mean, we haven't seen dots at all. The ghost kind of has been out here. We don't have anything in 2. There we go. I can kind of tell if I don't have anything in my inventory now. That's nice. Right around this doorway. Andrew, give us a sign. Let's grab the thermometer. Yeah. Did you just scoot on over here or something? Or in here. You did do an event in here. Well, it's one of these two. You're definitely roaming. Oh! Look at that. How did I not even notice that there when I was... Oh, well, I had my flashlight on, so he probably detected me from that. Okay, I have no idea what this guy is. I have no clue. If I could just survive for a couple more seconds, I might be able to out. Okay, maybe I am leaning towards Cormos. And it probably is that the Cormos won't detect you if you're on another floor. But after that, I don't know what it's gonna be. It's not gonna be Banshee. I gotta realize that, because it's not a female ghost. I think that's Cormos. I am, the only reason I'm surviving this is because I'm subconsciously remembering how long these short hunts are. So I kind of just figured that would be good enough. I need a free photo. I'm gonna go ahead and say my guess is Cormos after that though. But I wanna, if it is Cormos, I wanna have a little bit more time here to mess with him. I never even got a photo of EMF, really. Okay, I'm gonna go get smudges, and if this is a Cormos, oh no, I don't need this. I'm gonna try and mess around with him a little bit. Yeah, this is a ghost type. No matter what, I don't know. I mean, this has to be a new ghost, just because this is not Obake behavior. And if it was Hantu, it would have slowed down. It would have slowed down upstairs. It would not have even sped up. Hantus don't even speed up over time. This has to be a Cormos. Yeah, the weird, the first hunt there, I thought he didn't detect me, because I was moving around, but I was moving around upstairs. Oh yeah, I forget about that, you'll see the ghost breath if it's a Hantu. Man, see, I remember these things, but I guess I don't, because I forget. But I knew that, I just kind of forgot about it. But my theory is that this is a Cormos. I'm gonna try and get hunted one more time. But I think they won't detect you on another floor. But when he came up the stairs and I walked, that's when he knew I was in there. A theory I had with the Cormos was that I'm gonna try and do it in here. If you stand still, I think the idea, wow, that paint, oh, that's not a painting, that's a cat door. I think the idea is that if you stay still, he won't see you unless he's right on top of you. Because the very first time I ran into a Cormos, he followed me into that bathroom on Nels, but then took forever to find me and kill me. The best thing to do, I'm gonna stand right here. Fuck! He had to come up the stairs at the exact time, didn't he? He should have forgotten where I was, though. See, he didn't see me. He went right back down the stairs. What I was gonna do was I was gonna stand here and let him come up the stairs while I was already standing, but I was moving as he came up the stairs. But I think the idea with the Cormos is that before the grace period ends, you need to be standing still. And you need to be standing still somewhere where the ghost might not bump into you. So like, say the ghost started hunting and I just like squeezed in right here, he might walk around me, walk all the way around, and as long as I'm in a spot where he won't bump into me, I'll survive. We're gonna try that again. I'm gonna stand over here, because he won't, if he's a Cormos, he won't see me standing here. As long as I'm standing right here and he comes up them stairs, he will see me. Let me check sanity. And a Cormos is not an early hunter. I mean, we know what this is. I'm just trying to like learn the ghost now. I'm gonna open that so we know when he's hunting. But I'm trying to pay attention to the speeds, and it's really hard. I don't exactly know how the Cormos speeds up, but when he saw me, he like was gunning for me. That's not helpful. I'm gonna try. I think it's right here. I heard it. In fact, what I'll do, I'm gonna stand in this corner, because odds are he won't check this corner. How was he not hunted again? Alright, we're just gonna do one more hunt and then we'll get into the next game. There it is. I forgot we do have the Ouija board down there. So the idea is that me over here in this corner, he won't see me. As long as I don't move. The speed is so weird though. Come on, dude. I could go for a cursed hunt. Okay, that's really cool. Slightly faster than Normos. That's Cormos. Okay, well thank you for that. What I was doing before, let's get out of here. We're gonna count that. We're trying to just focus on the ghost right now. But that's what makes the Cormos so interesting, is I think that somehow, like, you're gonna have to stop moving before the ghost hunt begins. And with like a 2-second grace period on Nightmare, that's gonna be insane. But this is a really cool idea for a ghost. It's not mimic. There's the first successfully determined Cormos. Now they were bugged, so like if you smudged them, they wouldn't actually forget where you were. So they're actually kind of deal withable. But I don't know how I survived that one hunt where he went through the garage. Also, rain. Thank you, of course. Alright, going back in again. I will look at the objectives once we get in the house. But yeah, I am loving the new Willow. And I like how every room has some kind of looping opportunity, and it's not like overpowered. Looping's not really like an overpowered thing anymore, because of how the ghost speeds up. Also, just happened to run into that. But it's just nice to have like that opportunity to get around the ghost and try and escape. And there are still a couple like those traditional hiding spots. Is this open? Nope. Alright, still kind of scanning for any cursed item locations I might not have seen. Maybe I should have something out. I kind of want to start with my thermometer now. But if you can get an early EMF photo, that's kind of why... Oh, hello. You know what? For fun's sake, let's do it. Okay, you're in the bathroom hall again. Or the basement hall. So, anything up here I can utilize? Yeah, this is not moving. Whatever. Maybe I'll come back around in there and hide at some point. Even in the old Willow, I would hide behind where them washing machines were, and even though that wasn't a hiding spot, I managed to survive a couple times. Light is suspiciously on, and it's on from downstairs. Now, allow me a moment. Alright, we're all good. That's the problem with live streaming. You never know when someone might call. Alright, that hasn't happened in a while though, so we know it's not a mare. It's been a long time since I've seen... I'm gonna try and recreate that. Oops, I don't know what I just heard. Oh, you're hunting? This demon? That light was a bad omen. Demon, but it seemed fast. Demon. I don't know these ghost speeds. I guess it seemed a little quick to me. Well, I guess I needed one quick restart. Man, I guess I didn't want another ghost in the basement. Okay. It was normal speed? Okay, I just need to, like, get normal speed ghost ingrained in my head. Joseph Jones. Cleanse 3 unique photos and sound recorder. Maybe we'll get the sound recorder going. There's that flag spike. Alright, run it back. That had to be a demon. It's just... I'm so thrown off with all these new ghosts and all the different speeds. I gotta get that normal speed back in my head. Alright. We'd found the bone even. I'm gonna just try and get right in here. That's why I like having the breaker on though, because it adds that scenario where you might see a door slightly cracked open. I want to talk about that. You might see a door cracked open slightly with that light on, We even saw it was the light switch down there, so we knew something was down there. And of course, there was a demon in the basement. Take a look back here, though. You know, we got that hiding spot 2 times in a row, and now I've just not been able to get it. I should have utilized it when I had it. Hello, Bone. I feel like the voodoo doll or something would be in here. So who is this again? Joseph Jones. Joseph, are you here? Oh, I didn't... Okay, that's nice. I didn't notice that light switch right there. There's one for here and one there. Didn't even... I feel like there's... Like that... I mean, that's nice to have, but there are other areas where there are not 2 light switches, but I would like to have 2. I don't remember specifically where that was, but I don't remember thinking it. Also, yeah, I figured this screen would ultimately be a hiding spot at some point. Oh, it's windy. I just noticed the weird wind. Or is it snowing? I thought, oh, maybe it's a cold snow blowing. I heard that. I thought it was windy. Okay. Are you actually over here? Ooh, okay. I appreciate this. I don't think we've had a ghost in here yet. Very brief EMF 2. There it is. EMF 3. Get that photo. See, that's why I like the camera. Because now we got 2 photos. Easy. I can move some stuff here. Oops, there we go. Alright, now we got a nice little table for equipment. Let's just go get something in here. Did you drain a lot of my sanity? I don't even understand what happened that first game, because not only did I, of course, get early hunted by a demon, but my sanity was like a quarter dropped already. How did a demon do something to drain my sanity? Oh god, where am I going? Still really high. Let's just get this stuff in here. Yeah, the thermometer is not gonna help. Well, with the breaker being open, or on, I guess it would help. But if we had started cold, walking in here with the thermometer wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, we're getting a solid 80 frames. But it's alright, as long as it, you know, my philosophy, as long as it doesn't go under 60 for you all, I don't really care. But it would be nice to have a performance update. Strong breath. It is warm in the house, though. We've had the breaker on the whole time. Joseph, can you give us a sign? You threw something in here earlier. I'd appreciate it if you threw it again. Although I haven't been able to get like a levitation recording. I'm sorry, his sanity is still really high. I'm gonna stay in the dark and just hope we drain. It's not hard at all to stay in the dark. Look at how bright it is. That is one of my favorite changes. Between like the FOV being fixed and the brightness change here and the inventory slots and a lot of the bugs being fixed, of course. Hello, we can get that down. This update has been one of the best. And it's just weird that the game ended up in such a state, but at least I feel like we're finally on the right track. I don't know what that was. Oh, is a breaker out? I guess we're staying in the dark this run. Give us a sign, Joseph. It was Joseph Jones, right? Oh. I don't think I would have got that recording anyway. EMF 5? I know you can get a photo of levitation. That was EMF 5. So much for getting photos, though. How's our sanity doing while we're sitting here? Is EMF 5? It's not Goryo? Oh, maybe that's why I'm not seeing dots. Could be shade. Tell you what. We got EMF 5. I'm gonna go get more equipment in here. Also, I'm gonna check. See, that's the thing about Nightmare. We're starting with the, well, my custom Nightmare difficulty. We're starting with the breaker on, so I'm not going and looking for the breaker. So when the breaker kicks, I don't even know where it is. So we gotta go to the basement to do the breaker. Sanity is still alright though, somehow. Staying in the dark doesn't drain your sanity as fast as it used to. May I point hope though, that's a different story, but... yeah, I'm still kind of thinking about my headlamp, and you just really... I don't know if the headlamp is even like a useful equipment now with how powerful that light is. We're just gonna be staying in the dark, I guess. Is anyone here? Are you friendly, Joseph? Can you give us a sign? Oh, was that me glowing? Yeah, it's me glowing. It looked like it was the light there. That'd make. And then he touches it? Are you kidding me? Can I get an EMF 5 off that? I wanted that photo. Yes, please, let me get that photo. EMF 5. See, it's weird. You gotta aim with the camera down there, not the actual cursor. Well, it kind of works to aim with the cursor. See, that was not levitation or throw or anything. We got some good photos. Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? Are you far? Are you away? Are you here? Are you close? Let me try and organize my stuff here again. We need a escape route. Oops, what? I didn't even realize I was holding that. So I'm like, you don't want to touch a door. You did touch this, but I don't know if a fingerprint would be on the lamp. Is anyone here? Please, Joseph? You're not even banging on windows or anything? Is my sanity still pretty high? No, we're getting down there. Alright, here's our 2 media. I'm gonna turn that off. Well, are you here? One last try. Are you friendly? Are you close? Are you far? What's the temperature? 1. Not really freezing. Wait, I heard something. I guess I'll film nothing. I guess I get credit for that. You just want to throw stuff, though. See? My EMF over there? Yep, I can actually reach across the table. At least we're getting a lot of EMF 5. Ooh, is this the first time we're going to encounter the new ghost? Alright, I'm going to probably make a mistake. We're getting down to 50%. I'm gonna... Maybe we should hit this light. I'm gonna go down here and turn the breaker on. No Ouija board. Yeah, since the breaker's been off, so every room I'm gonna see my breath now. We did get the bone though, so let me just run over here while we're down here. Is it the tarot cards? Oh, it is the tarot cards. Oh my god. They were a little blurry there. I guess maybe for fun. We haven't messed with the cursed items, trying to do some crazy stuff. So maybe before we leave, we'll do some stuff with that. I wonder if they fixed the animations at all. I need to test that. Finally. Okay, not mimic. Shade? Oh, oh, okay, EMF 5 writing. What's up, Kenny? I think that's how you pronounce your name, sorry. Doyle. Welcome, thank you for being here. Thank you for being the first YouTube message. Thank you, Drip Fee, as well. First time chatter. We do have a Discord you can join. Alright. I'm surprised I didn't get hunted there. For the first time, my media must be like actually full. Oh, okay, didn't get a... That didn't count as an EMF 5 photo, really? It even said it on the box. Alright, well, maybe we'll get that EMF 5 photo. Oh, hello, light. You're not a mare. Okay, at least the breaker. Okay, but... We're right at hunt range. Here's what I'll do. If we can escape, I'll get some smudges in here. But we have our 2 evidence, so it's time to get hunted. Let's just go crazy. All smudges. That's sanity, not a lighter. I'm still not super utilizing the numb keys. I want to try and film the ghost during a hunt. I haven't done that this stream, but it might help to figure out what the ghost is first. Alright, we're gonna set up shop back here. Don't hunt me, please. Just want the video. We're not gonna bother with audio just yet. And tell you what, just because this has been a weirdly... Okay, what was that? Paintbrush? This has been a weird game, so I'm going to try and pull a tarot card. We spent most of this game in the dark, so let's see if the tarot cards have been fixed. Not oh my god. I mean, I guess I can film you. Here, drain sanity. If you start hunting, though, you're going to be right here. Alright, well, we got something out of the tarot cards that were useful. At least we'll get a little extra money. We're still not exactly going for perfect games yet. I want to focus on them ghost or nightmare. Okay, let's see if I can hide behind this. I think he sees me. Alright. I kind of messed up because I didn't know what my camera was on, but it worked out. I just hit 3, hoping that would be the camera. This definitely seems like a pretty normal ghost. In fact, are you even speeding up? I mean, you're... well, that was a quite different hunt than I've been having. It just goes to show there are a lot more ghosts in this game that can really just wreck you during a hunt. Okay, that was really normal, though. Could be shade, just not hunting from the same room. Oh boy. So Myling, maybe we will get the paranormal sound in here. So that's the thing about the new ghost. I don't know anything about the new ghost other than it can be slowed down. Hold on, ghosts slowed down by both the living and the dead. So I guess that's good for dead players. This seems like more of like a multiplayer ghost. At the beginning of an investigation, it has the Dildegast, I don't know, that's Dildegast has an upper hand. I don't really know what that means. I don't know if that's like a Fae, or like over time it'll get less active. But unfortunately, this is a strange combination. Now, I kind of should have been paying attention to the time. Because now that we have a clock in-game, we can do the spirit test, the 3-minute smudge test. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna... Well, actually... Yeah, I'm gonna go out there, but I don't think it's a shade, because I think it hunted... Let's throw that on the floor. Oh, come on now. It also did do a couple solid events, but I don't think it's a shade because it hunted too early. There, all my inventory is gone. Let me get out of here, Jesus. I can't believe we pulled one tarot card. And actually, sometimes I pull a tarot card and I, you know, just like the sun or something. Okay, ooh, really? Did it drain my sanity on the way out there? Huh. Alright, what I'm gonna do, since it's Myling, I know I'm bad at seeing how the Myling is quieter. We might try that, but we'll see if we get more paranormal sounds. I'm gonna see if it hunts from the same room as me. And next time I get hunted, I'm gonna try and smudge and see if it... I'm gonna pay attention to the 1.5 to 3 minute thing, and we'll try and see if it's spirit. But right now, honestly, my guess is shade. What else can I get in here? There's a crucifix. Why not? So we're gonna see if we can hear some more Myling sounds. Oh, there's another one of these like kickers out here. I don't know what these things are for, but I don't know how that got over here. Okay, I'm gonna maybe... What is this? It has to be the new ghost. It literally can't be any of these. What? I don't even know how to like experiment with this. How do I even figure this out? Okay. It's writing an EMF 5. In no world is it a mimic. It just seriously cannot be any of these. What? Why would it... What the hell would determine whether it's fast or not? And we're... Oh god. Is that EMF 5 audio? Oh, screw you, dude. I just don't understand. I'm gonna try. Oh my god, I recorded something, I think. I need to get that crucifix down badly. If he just thought to check this room, he's fast enough where he'd find me. Did I get an audio for that? EMF 5 rating. No, I did not get the hunt. That's a weird... Sometimes that's happened twice now where I've swapped to the audio recorder and it actually... What the hell? Oh, almost got that audio. Okay. Please, get this crucifix down in here. Here, thank God, I now appreciate that light switch. Very nice. Okay, we have one more smudge. But the fan's on. Oh God, what is this, FNAF? I want to experiment and try and learn something here, but we had, maybe it's like a sanity-based thing? Are you here, Joseph? Was this Joseph or is this Andrew? This is Joseph. Is anyone here? I'm gonna see if the crucifix will burn. I don't know how I've been surviving. It takes a demon hunting me to kill me. I was about to say how. How did the fan on if the breaker went out, but that wasn't the breaker? Okay, I'm at the point. Man, I should have gotten that EMF 5 photo. I actually can get a perfect game here. I think I'm gonna go for the perfect game. Actually, if the crucifix burns, photo easy and audio easy, so we're about to get a perfect game here, maybe, if this is for sure what ghost I think it is. Let me read about it while we're sitting here. Having tampered with other people's property and life, in death, the Deildagast is doomed to fixate on anything misplaced. What does that mean? Anything misplaced. Day 2 of early streams. I'm glad you appreciate the early streams, because I do like doing it in the morning. I might be like a long time ago I used to watch streamers who would stream in the morning and stream in the evening. I don't know if that's really a meta thing to do anymore, but I like the idea of doing morning streams and evening streams. Also, was that a duplicate? Talking, oh my God, this might be the first perfect game on Willow. Oh, I think it's going to be. Okay, well, we have all objectives. I believe it's... whatever this ghost is, cannot be a Myling or Shade or Spirit. No ghost would be that fast. So, unfortunately, I'm gonna have... This is why I say I look up the ghost. I'm gonna get out of here. We're gonna run back another game. But this is why I say I'm gonna have to, like, look up some of the ghosts. The Cormos, I can kind of figure out... I mean, some of the things about the Cormos I kind of looked up. But a lot about the Cormos I kind of figured out on my own. But with this, especially since it can... something about being fixated on an item? Maybe it's... Oh! Maybe it was the cursed item. Maybe it was because I used the tarot cards. And then it got mad because I used the tarot cards. That's my theory, but I'm going to have to figure that out later. But is this our first perfect game? It's cool that I'm live when you're available to watch during work. I hear that a lot, people watching during work. Tripod, sound recorder, 2300, perfect investigation bonus. I'm going to look. 113 interactions, no ability used. Did toggle the fuse box. Okay, no abilities used, so I'm not sure about that one. But alright, we are going to continue doing more games, but real quick, I'm going to BRB, so we will be back with more games. I forgot to put my BRB message on there, but we're back. What's up, Deja? Joy? Oh boy, it's fun learning how to pronounce people's names, or trying to. Alright, we're back. We're getting back into Willow. We are rolling today. I'm really getting into the swing of things. I've been doing real good since this Phasmophobia update. This has been just... I didn't realize how long I had been out of Phasmophobia. They just kind of broke the game for so long, but we're finally getting back into Nightmare. Bradley Miller. Prevent average sanity and paramic again. And it's snowing. Here, this is probably good enough. Thank you for the follow. It didn't... Sometimes it'll show me the notification. I'm gonna check just to see if... Just out of curiosity. Well, maybe it'll show up. Alright, we are dealing with freezing. I'm not worried about the... There, this microphone's still kinda... Everything good? Yeah. Everything good and 0 dropped frames. I like seeing that. So before we do end the stream, I think the last thing I'll do is go looking for the cursed items. Because I would like to know where they are as I'm roaming around here. Let's take a peek back in here. I think there must be like a water jug or something. I play on PC. I'm pretty PC exclusive, especially with the mouse and keyboard changes. I am very much enjoying the quality of life update. Also, you can... I didn't notice that was a window. You can see through there. Wait, can you... Wow, you can sit here and see your teammates go by. Nice. I like seeing others on PC. I do appreciate this game being on console, but I'm always a little afraid that, you know, this game may have been in a bad state for like 3 months just because they were working on the console. If this game was on PC only, it would have been like a couple weeks this game was in a broken state. You know, it was pointed out that, you know, there used to be like 2 AM updates to this game. Well, that ain't happening anymore. So, was that... I was on the basement floor. Is that from... Oh, okay, that's a hammer out here. Wow, you might be a more active ghost. And, okay, that breaker was on the first floor. Alright, easy bone. You're knocking everything around. Ouija board. I don't need that. Exactly. Right now, lately I've been playing RimWorld, which is a game I don't know if a lot of people even know about. But I've been also waiting for something on my Switch 2 to play. Okay. Get breaker on. We have the lights on up here? Yes. What's sanity looking like? This is a weirdly ordered game. I was afraid that that little bit of activity might have just nuked my sanity. Why are you obsessed with knocking down all these paintings? Maybe you're actually out in this room, though. Tell you what, I'm gonna just go ahead and get more equipment in here. I'm always a big Minecraft fan. I haven't played it in a while. I need to play some of the new updates. There is every possibility that one day our community will have a Minecraft server. I guess I'm just gonna get the standard stuff in here. I got really thrown off by how active this ghost is, because we've had so many ghosts in a row that were not too active. I'm afraid like it's just gonna attack me immediately, but our sanity is still good. I'm glad people are still suggesting this game. Part of me was afraid this game was just gonna die a slow death, but I don't know. Maybe once we finally get to Horror 2.0, and we'll see if all their talk about making this game terrifying is true or not. But right now, we get to deal with the new ghosts. Which, getting chased by a die-in is not that fun. Please. I'm gonna put the book down. You seem to like this part of the room. Let's check for ghost orbs while we're down here. And, okay, there they are. So, that's kind of weird. I don't know if... I think this is all one room. How is this little corner considered its own room? If it is, I don't think it is, though. I see that hiding spot back down there. I'm trying to stream every weekday. I'm starting to stream in the mornings. Object thrown? But I do try to stream right now I'm streaming in the morning, but I'm going to start streaming in weekday afternoons, and I'm probably going to be streaming this weekend with the update. Alright, well, okay, don't forget about ghost orbs. I want to go get my thermometer. I'm going to go just get all the other equipment in here. What's our sanity? Still good. What was that? Was an owl or something? Now I'm just listening. I don't know, that weird wind is like only when it's snowing, which I guess, you know, in California, maybe it's a little weird that it's snowing. That could be one of the most paranormal things about this. Right now, with this update, I'd give the game, I mean, this game was always really good, but like when it came out, I'd give this game like a 10 out of 10. But with all the updates, it went down to like a 6. But with where it's at right now, I'd say this game is a solid 8. Alright, I want to see if there's any difference in temperatures around here. Is it really going to be cold all the way over here? So much so that it's freezing. My accent, yeah, I'm from the Midwest, so I'm a little southern. Well, oh, freezing. Freezing ghost orb. Still could be mimic, revenant, Hantu. Maybe it's Hantu because it's super cold. This ghost does not want to roam into like this part of the room. Last time we were down here, I had all my equipment set up here, but now I just got everything thrown on the floor. Since you do seem to be in this room. Well, okay, I gotta check for UV and Spirit Box if this is a mimic. Are you here? Oh, greetings. Texas is pretty cool. Are you here? I love seeing where all different people are from. It's cool that, I mean, it goes overseas and people from Europe are watching. Alrighty. Are we draining? If this was a Hantu, I feel like our sanity would be draining pretty quickly. I think what I'm gonna do, we had the Ouija board here, right? Where are you? Where are you? Oh no, hold on, maybe I gotta do this. Where are you? Where are you? This is not working? Are you here? Where are you? Am I insane? Goodbye? Hello? Am I insane? Goodbye. Okay, now it's working. We're not getting a photo of that. Okay, I'm kind of just wanting to get hunted here. Because I feel like it's a Hantu with how cold it is. If it's a Revenant, though, we're kind of screwed. Oh my god, where's that EMF? It's right here. Alright, tell you what, let's go get smudges and we're gonna figure out. I have a feeling it's a Hantu because it's super cold, but it is freezing, or it's snowing, so that's probably helping it get cold. I don't think I've ever had authentic Texas barbecue. Just sauces that say they're from Texas and then they're not at all from Texas. Alright, let's just go in with the smudge brigade. Check that sanity. It was 53. I don't like having that one light on or off. Alright, who is this again? Bradley Miller. Bradley. We're going through so many ghosts, I'm forgetting the names. Yeah, I hear this on again somewhere. If it's a Revenant. I mean, I have 3 smudges. Alright, back to the roof. Back to the first floor. We're going out on the roof to turn the breaker on. I mean, so far, running in here and hiding behind that wall has been pretty effective. I do not trust hiding behind this, though. But I think if you hide behind this couch, this might be tall enough to block line of sight. I think generally, like, right here is the height. You think I need to add more tags? Yeah, there's probably a lot I need to do. I need to just get streaming regularly first, and then I'll worry about all the little extras. Hantu. Turning off the breaker more. I feel like this is a Hantu. Somehow you're not hunting, though. We're right at 50. I'm probably not going to worry about checking the mimic extra stuff. We're just going to get a couple hunts here. Is that a light swing? Oh, see, little stuff like that goes a long way. I love the little details. Okay, oops. Oh my, that is very deadly. I wish they had maybe paid a little more attention to the clipping around here, so that way you can't get stuck back there. But, you know. Am I insane? How did you die? Murder. I'm gonna take a photo of the dark. I don't even know if that counted. I was probably too far away. Oh, it did count. Okay, but then just film the ghost while you're at it. Might as well get some kind of evidence here. That isn't, you know, evidence of what kind of ghost it is, just evidence of the paranormal. How are we not getting hunted? I should have... Well, we're under 50. But I should have drained my sanity with that event. But at least we got the photos and stuff. Yeah, this is a Hantu. We do have a Discord server. It should be somewhere linked on Twitch. That's another thing. I need to have pinned text, pinned chats, and all that stuff. But like I said, I want to get just consistently streaming first. It's a Revenant. This is the most... Oh god. This is the most Revenant... Most Hantu Revenant I've ever seen. It was turning off the breaker so much. It was already freezing in there, but I guess it was already snowing. What else can we get here? I mean, filming a Revenant. Ghost. Let's try and film a Revenant. Why not? What are the objectives? Prevent, sanity, and then Paramike. Well, we'll probably just run it back. We'll get into another game. Let's try and do something fun. I'm gonna try and film a Revenant hunting. Got 2 smudges. I could try, like I said, I could try and get some of the objectives, but let's just have some fun here, and then we'll run back another ghost. Try and get one of the newer ghosts, maybe. I still have only ran into the new ghost once, and I don't exactly know what it actually did unique. Video cam. Oh my god, all these pieces. There it is, video cam. The sanity, we will probably get the 25 at some point here. We broke the board, so that's not going to be... I guess I never said goodbye. Can't be using that again. I don't know. I've never seen a ghost turn off the breaker that much. That wasn't a Hantu, though. Alright, let's pay attention. 3 is our camera. So I'm going to try and film him coming up the stairs, even though I have died on these stairs. That's another thing. I need to pay attention to the way these doors go in. But right now, as we're sitting here on the staircase, I'm thinking about how old Willow and the old staircases would have terrible lighting. It's still the case on Edgefield, the basement. But it's nice to be able to sit here and have a proper light down the hall, down the staircase. Just the game maps actually look proper now. Alright, I'll be looking for it. How are we not getting hunted again? We're not still on smudge cooldown, are we? I guess this is Revenant behavior. What was over here? Revenants never want to do anything until hunt range, but even now that we're in hunt range, I just wanted one more hunt. Just to prove I can film a Revenant while it's hunting. Oh, pillow is moved. Alright, Bradley. That is your name, right? Bradley Miller, Bradley Miller, Bradley Miller, please. I'm gonna do something. We're gonna run up here. I'm gonna sit here for a second. Oh, that's probably why the mic was... Wow, still all that and didn't get hunted. Thank you so much, Deja. Oh, this is why I should have said goodbye to the board. I want to prove that I can film a revenant hunting. It's not too hot. Are you up the stairs? You seemed weird speed there. Smudge, film, and run. Really? I mean, even with the tier 3, that's gonna be even easier. I want to do that with the tier 1. That's gonna be the most fun. Just, like... Because if I smudged a revenant with a tier 1, it would still be super fast, just running around looking for me, I think? Unless smudging it makes it slow. Alright. Did I even have room for that? Oh yeah, we did. Hunting ghost. See, at least if we get hunting ghost and ghost photo, those will be multiplied nice. I'm gonna get out of here, maybe. We're gonna run it back, see what other ghosts we can get. Because right now we're focusing on Nightmare. We're focusing on enjoying the new map. But I also want to figure out Nightmare ghosts. So let me make sure. Oh, okay, as we were leaving, we got the 25. Alright, we know that's a revenant, 2 in a row. Right now, I want to say Phasmophobia is my favorite game. Because this is the game that made me want to get back into making content. I made YouTube videos back when I was like 10 years old. I made Minecraft videos when I was 11 years old, you know, talking about Minecraft. I've always been a content creator, but this was the game that got me back into it. And it just sucks that it kind of got in such a bad condition, but we are back. Like the title of this stream, we are back. And I honestly, me personally, oh, sunrise, finally. I'm okay now with waiting for Horror 2.0 if they do add new ghosts, which I don't know if they're going to be adding any more after like the 5 they added, because the book is pretty full again. But the new ghosts are where a lot of that new scares are coming from. So I'll be playing with the ghosts, figuring out all the ghost types, and just preparing for Horror 2.0. It was kind of the position I was in before, that's what I was trying to do, was just learn the game as much as I could before Horror 2.0, and that was like a year and a half ago I had that idea. So we're still really just now getting into Nightmare mode. I'm sure I did get the request. I'll check it after stream. So I gotta be looking. Might as well peek in here and look for the breaker if it's in here. Because if it's not in here, we know it's downstairs at least. Alright, and now that we're in here. Carol Lancaster, could be female ghost. Cleanse, sanity, and prevent. Carol, do you hear me in here? Oh, with these doors, I gotta close some of these. Can you get stuck on these too? Yeah, you can. They have collision. Oh my god. This door will just never be open on Nightmare, I feel. The lid is a very powerful hiding spot. It's kind of in the middle though, so if you run out here and then the ghost sees you go in there, you're a little screwed. Ever since I noticed this was a hiding spot, I'm just never gonna get it again. But I'm gonna go look for the downstairs hiding spot under the staircase. Still kind of looking for the other cursed items. We know it's gonna be the summoning circle. It's kind of interesting that for once they put the summoning circle up here and not like down in the basement. That was kind of what they were always doing. Yeah, I just want to make sure there was no mirror there. I'm gonna just run right to the basement and spend some time down there. See if we get another one. What? What? The VES makes its own noises? Wow, that's advanced. Okay, that might be a bit of a sign. Is anyone down here, Carol? There's not even a controller for this thing. I'm pretty sure you can get like modern controllers that plug into the old systems. Oh, hello, Bone. Alright, Carol, I know you're down here playing your games. This is the same room if this is your favorite room. Does this always start over here? It's up against the wall, so I feel like maybe not. So sanity. I really do like the wristwatch. I know some people think it might be too powerful, and I kind of did at first. See you later, Deja. Thank you so much for being here. But I don't know, especially as a solo player, it is so nice being able to check that. Especially for like when, like the gen ability, we even saw the gen ability happen on camera. I have it on recording. So you would never be able to tell that otherwise unless you saw your watch go down. Alrighty, if we're not getting too much activity... Oh! I heard something. Okay, EMF photo time, but I don't know what was thrown over here. Did you throw a dart? I was thinking about trying to play darts with you. Alright, I'm gonna just go get equipment. It's not... I know I'm hearing stuff over there. I know... It sucks to have to go back and forth to the truck so many times, but there's only 2 more trips and I'll have all my evidence in there, and I can spend a lot of time in there with just that, so it's not too bad to go back and forth. I do think this is kind of a necessary ritual, having to come back to the truck. But now that, like, I mean, I played this game before they even had the camera changes. It used to be that you had to set this damn camera up in there and then come back and check the cameras here, which I still kind of miss that. But again, as a solo player, I guess I think I like it the way things are more now. Sanity is still great. Let's just get set up in there. I should probably turn my fan off. It's been pretty cool this morning. I think I'm starting to get some chills. By the way, yeah, we're doing this. I'm getting into the hang of streaming, and it really came down to the game needed to be good. I made a couple videos when the game was in that buggy state, but now that the game is actually fun to play again, I am really enjoying being back. I have a lot of plans with this game. I've said it before, but I have 450 hours in this game, and I want to have 2,000. By the end of this year, I want my Steam... door? I want my Steam recap to be this game mostly. Is that the door? Oh, okay, I guess you are in here. I guess we'll just set this stuff over here then. Moopies. Ooh. I don't know, maybe they were listening. Some of these ghost orbs are actually not in the center of the room anymore, which is nice. You actually have to look for them. And until the screen just tells you you're looking at ghost orbs, but you know how I feel about that. But what do I do here? Part of me wants to drop all my stuff on the pool table. Let's do that. I try to set up the camera like that, but then I'm just gonna forget where I put it. Alright, don't forget. Ghost orbs. Cormos, please. Can I get that? Yes. Easy media. Revenant Fey Mare. Well, hasn't turned on a light, I don't think. Can you please be quiet? Let's go get the other... Well, I don't even need the other evidence. Man. Alright, cleanse, sanity, and then prevent. Let's go get smudges, a crucifix. We'll try and get some of the objectives done this game. So much for having to get the other equipment in there. Man, sanity is really good too. We don't... let's see. It was writing. We don't need to look for mimic. Alright, 1 smudge, 1 crucifix, and then what? Sanity, oh yeah. I guess we use... Yeah, put the other crucifix in there. I also don't know... I didn't look for the tarot cards. I don't know what cursed item we're dealing with. That is my theory, though, with the Dildegast, or whatever it is. I think if you use the cursed item, it becomes enraged, because it did a normal hunt, and was just totally like a normal ghost, and then I did 1 tarot card pull, and it was just furious with me. And that's the only thing I can think of with... Fixate on anything misplaced. Something has to do with an item, and the only items that are around here that the ghost might have anything to do with are the cursed item. Or it could be like the bone. I don't think I found the bone after and then he got faster. Alright, once again, I'm kind of going through these games a little quicker because I'm trying to find either the new ghost or like a Cormos or any of the other new ghosts like Obambo or Galu or any of the other new ones. Okay, how far is that going to cover? For once, I'm actually kind of utilizing crucifixes to stop a hunt. Pull this one back here. That should cover most of this room. The only problem, we're not really draining sanity. You did write for me though, that's nice. This is why those cursed items kind of come in really handy, just to drain your sanity. Also, yeah, I remember I saw the Ace of Spades over there. There's not even... Oh, is that it? This is a heart. Maybe that's what no, I swear I saw an Ace of Spades on here. I don't know where it came from. May have been that heart though, and I just thought it was a spade. Oh, there it is. How did... That goes through that card all the way over here. Also, listen to that ASMR. Ooh. Ooh. CJ had fun recording that sound. Alright, problem. Average sanity, that is not gonna happen if this ghost doesn't want to do anything. I guess I could just cleanse to try and get more activity? Alright, well, we need to be in the dark anyway if we're gonna be doing this. I guess we could kind of cheat and use this as a nightlight. But I gotta start draining sanity one way or another here. I'm gonna spend some time, since this could be a revenant. We're gonna see. I don't know, this is not a fae. It might just be a mare. Also, I heard those cards. It's weird, because I don't want to turn that on. Give me my flashlight so I can actually see what I'm doing. I don't need another EMF signal, but I'll look. Cutting board. Always kind of looking. You know, I have a little bit of experience making maps, modding maps, so I've made some shelves in my day, so I'm kind of just judging this countertop. I've made a countertop in a map once. Maybe I'll talk about that more one day. Alright, I'm just hoping that these EMFs are somehow draining my sanity. Thing is, I can't look. Alright, who is this? Carol Lancaster. Carol, give us a sign. Hunt me. Do something. I'm scared. I'm terrified of you right now. Carol, please. You have the upper hand. Do something. I'm just gonna... I was gonna sit here and play a game. Where are you? Oh no, are you the... child? Oh. You're a little too young to be working the bar. Please. Oh, did I... Damn it. I should have actually used that to drain my sanity. I got so distracted. I just wanted to come over here and play some Galactic... Tier Zone? Okay, that is a little loud. I'm only here because this might be a revenant. This is the kind of ghost that I would just leave. The problem is that I don't know where the cursed items are. So like I said, when we end this stream, I'm gonna go looking for all the cursed item locations. Okay, those don't... That is a floating dart. Were you throwing some of these? Oh. Hey, I never actually tried this. Ooh. Throwing darts is actually pretty nice. Also, I think the ghost just did throw a dart because I saw another dart hit the board that was not mine. Do you want to hunt, Carol? We're just playing games now. Alright, well, stand. Well, of course, we're going to do the furthest one back. And that's what would happen if I played darts in real life. I guess that's why you gotta have a brick wall behind it and not a drywall. Alright, now we're... Whoa, how much was that? Ooh, triple. Are any of these EMFs draining my sanity? I really should have utilized that one hunt. Or that one event. I'm gonna throw this stick at you. I'm gonna get one hunt here, and then we'll... Where are you? Please, drain sanity! Hunt me, please! Is this hiding spot open? It is. Also, I noticed that... Well, with the area light, it's a little hard to tell. But they left this transparent, so you can actually just a little bit see through there. Okay, well, at least we got the objective done. Not right now. I just play solo mainly. Let me check. I didn't even check media. Wow. Okay. Good photos. Alright, if we're... Yeah, we got the objective. Let me get the other crucifixes out of here. I don't even really want them to be used at all, but... If the ghost roams up here, at least maybe it'll stop a hunt up here. There's the hunt. Okay. Are we dealing with the revenant? The mayor. I wonder if she is short enough not to see me. Okay, she sees me. Yeah, you just go the other way there, please. Don't come over here. Alright. It's not a Fae. Yeah, nothing else would be normal speed. Alright, I just wanted to see if that was a revenant. Let's get in here at least one more game. We're almost at the 2-hour mark, which is my goal at least. 2 hours per stream. Never turn on a light. Writing, I'm pretty confident. I've got 2 objectives. That should still be good money. Mayor, 1500. I'm telling you, that is still good. How are we looking? Oh boy, I gotta remember not to. You have to hit next first. 1500. Okay, we've had a good day. I remember being about 5,000, so now we're at 1500. Alright, those tier 3 items are on the way. But for now, I'm gonna keep the loadout the way we have it. I'm enjoying the tier 2 camera, video camera. Hey, sunrise again. William, Brock, Sanity, Paramic, and Photo. Alright, we're gonna reset. We're gonna slow down. We've had so many games here, so many... they're not that they're blending together, but let's just enjoy a new sunrise match here at Willow. Wondering where that cat is. Spooky noises. Anything in here? Alright, well, let's take a look. I don't even remember. William Brock. I'm trying to remember William. It's not a girl ghost. Oh, that's open. Well, that was this door, though. Alright, EMF photo. But look at that! Finally, the first out of like 10 games, this closet is open, and I can look at this. All the wonderful fake ads. Alright, well, this is like a closet hiding spot, but instead of it just being like a teeny little closet, you can actually like go in here and look around. Alright, maybe I'll make that a goal to try and hide in there. And the ghost touched this door. Tell you what, I'm gonna do something different. Oops, what am I doing? I wanted to do something different this game, so I'm gonna go get a thermometer. And I guess the writing and maybe the video cam. I'm gonna use the thermometer to try and figure out this room. It's also sunrise, so it's probably pretty warm. Especially since we're in California and they are kind of paying attention to the locale and the temperature ranges. Alright, no, this is what I want. We might catch a lucky ghost orb. I want to believe... I don't know. I want to believe it's in the basement from that door touch, like it was leading me down there, but it could just be like foyer. That is a weird door touch to be the first door. We dealing with the dreaded foyer? Oh no, maybe it is basement. I hear noises again. It's even remotely cold. Maybe it was the bathroom and it roamed out? Okay, none of this is cooler. Nothing like the good old thermo zombie days. Only real Phasmo players will remember the thermo zombie days. And you can still do it pretty well. I have a guess. You're in here. Okay, you must have roamed out of one of these rooms. Maybe it was even the kitchen. I didn't really stop and look at the kitchen's temperature too well. Any cursed item around here? Alright, maybe we just need to go back to the kitchen. Ooh, wait. We got activity. I hear a radio on. We turn that off? Can we turn that off? Please? Oh no. Oh no. I don't think I can turn this off. Okay, we'll come back to that. I thought I saw someone standing there as I walked by. Oh my god. Alright, book down. You write in that. I guess I'm gonna have to leave that radio on. I'm gonna turn that off. The sunrise is very nice in this room though. Alright, this is the first time we've had a ghost in here. Loving the new rooms. I'm loving the new map. I'm also loving mainly the quality of life changes, but the map is great. I think they've really figured out how to make their own map and their own game. I know the biggest complaint is that this game was an asset flip, but they've really done a good job of making the maps not only look good, but also play good. A lot of rooms where you can loop around, and it's not like an overpowered looping spot. Can I turn this off? Yeah, between all the quality of life stuff and the new map, I know there's, you know, losing the old maps suck, but, you know, this is how Willow should have looked to begin with. For mouse and keyboard, you can now choose 1, 2, 3, and 4. They fixed the FOV problems that they implemented. There was all kinds of bugs, but also, even another thing, now in the dark, you can see where you're going. There's a just nice default light where you're going, and it doesn't tell you, you know, the ghost doesn't detect it. So, between the light and the new map, and the number keys being able to, and everything being quick, and all the animations, they've just fixed everything that they broke with the game, mainly, with all the animations and stuff. I feel like they had to do that to learn what the community actually wanted from this game. It's like they didn't know that all that, you know, the quick animations and stuff actually went a long way in this game. I don't know why. I already got the EMF. At least it tells you there you've already gotten it. I see that painting half in the wall. Unfortunately, though, there was a little symbol here, but I can't see it anymore. Yeah, this clock does not want to be turned off, unfortunately. Light works. You hear that? God, Minecraft block sounds. Alright, that radio is not being turned off. We had one ghost event. Sandy's still alright. Let's go get more equipment in here. I already have a decent amount. I have the book down. I brought in different stuff, so I'm kind of thrown off. Hoping we can deal with a new ghost here. I still haven't learned really any of the new ones. I actually do, like, have info on them, but that Cormos was doing things I did not expect earlier. Paramike, Sanity. So we did not get the dots in there. That's what I was missing. Breakers out. Alright, again, I'm not looking for the breaker, so that is kind of a downside to starting with the breaker on, and then on Nightmare it not being on the monitor, so I never know where the breaker is. So we gotta go to the basement. I'm gonna try and get down there, but hey, this is what I was talking about. See, I don't need a light at all to figure out where I'm going now. It's perfect. And again, that's something I initially thought was pretty overpowered, but like really with how this game is, I think it's nice to have something powerful like that to help like newer players or more scared players. People who get hunted and then are just terrified. It's nice to have something to help back you up. I heard that EMF, by the way. Are you here? Are you here? I got probably clicked out again. Are you here?
That was taken away.
Okay, we could record that, but like I said, we're not super going for perfect games right now. Spirit box. I don't like how I'm not really organizing my stuff here. I've been trying to do a better job of keeping track of this. What is that? Is that a perfume bottle thrown out here? Is anyone here? Oh, did I not put this up? Oh, this is why I don't trust the damn ceiling. I just placed the thing through the ceiling. Damn it, man. Yep. It's not always precise, is it? Thanks for being here, Ian. I appreciate your messages. Alright, I guess I gotta go back and get another dots projector. Thankfully, we do have another one. That's kind of the thing, though. Putting it on the ceiling is such a good... What? 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 Why are you... How did this happen? At least I found you. What? This game. Literally on the other side of the map, and it just put it over there? Alright, I don't trust the ceiling anymore. You close the door on me. Oh! Accidental fingerprints? What is going on? Cormos? No, please don't be Cormos. Okay. Did we get dot or orbs? I'm afraid of mimic. I don't think I saw orbs though. I know I could get a photo of that. Maybe I should. Don't be blinking lights, even though I'm about to turn them off. You very much are in this room. And I actually think I had it misconstrued. I think a mimic, I used to think that the mimic, if the mimic walked in another room, it would bring its ghost orbs into that room with it. But I don't think that's how it works. I think the ghost orbs, even if it's a mimic, the ghost orbs will always be in whatever its current favorite room is. Alright, I'm not seeing any orbs. I'm kind of looking in the corners because they are a little sneakier, which I asked for, so that's nice. I mean, I asked for the number key 1, 2, 3, 4 chains. I asked for that like back in 2020. That was one of the initial things that I was like, oh, that's something they'll add pretty quickly. And so much for that. Hello, bang. I don't really need any of this, but... Oops. Oh, don't throw my own camera at me. Oh, don't throw that at me either. A pillow would be more preferable, though. I don't know what is happening. Is that EMF 4? Was that an event? Did I lose sanity? Maybe. I mean, that may have been like a weird early canceled event. Actually, from the two, it could be Mimic, but I'm not seeing ghost orbs. I don't know if a Mimic, I don't know how a Mimic works. I think a Mimic would always have the 4 evidence, right? So that's why I have to look for the other. But it would always have ghost orbs, so if I don't see ghost orbs, please. You were loud. Huh. I don't like Galu. Galu we could try and learn from the salt. I think I just want to get hunted here. It is throwing stuff. Maybe it's a poltergeist, but we haven't seen an ability. If it is a poltergeist, I'm going to try and pick up as much stuff as I can. And just make a pile. Oh my god, this is like everything can be picked up off this table. Is that another event? Where would that EMF be if there was an EMF? Nowhere. Sometimes the lights just go out. No EMF, no event. There's the event. Ah, that was the EMF 4. This ghost is doing some weird stuff. I don't know. Some of these events aren't really going through. Right, we will see. The hat kind of gets in the way. We'll see if this pile gets exploded at some point. It's been throwing stuff, but a poltergeist won't actually throw more often. It'll just throw harder. It'll have a chance of throwing harder. I guess I didn't notice when I put it down it disappeared. What? What are you doing? Can I put this anywhere in this room? Is this entire room like bugged to where the game... What is that? The hairdryer? Did you explode? I think the game, like, if I'm placing this, it thinks I'm placing it just like out of the map. Yeah. Like all these walls in here are bugged. Can I even put it on the floor? It keeps going back to the entrance. This is weird. But I think... I don't even know how it's being placed back in the map somewhere else. That is a major... One of the questions I feel like developers ask the most is, how did this happen? That is a question. Like, how? How did that happen? How does placing a dots projector in this room send it to that one table in the lobby? I can't even put a dots projector in this room anywhere. I put it on the floor, it's gonna go right back over here. Maybe. Oh no. I think I hear it. Is it in the garage? I heard that light switch. Okay, well this time, officially, it seems to be gone. Unless it placed it somewhere in the basement. I want to get hunted here. I'm gonna go look for this. Well, we'd see it pretty obviously if it was down here. I think this one's gone though. This is such a bizarre thing. It doesn't even matter because we don't need dots, but at least I'm trying... At least I'm learning. That's probably gonna be hopefully an update. One of the first hot fixes might fix that, hopefully. No poltergeist explosion. Alright, tell you what, since we could be dealing with a Cormos, let's try and escape. I don't know. We're right on the line of 50. Well, let's get some smudges in here and see if we can get hunted and figure out what the ghost is from a hunt. I hear it. I hear it. Okay. Yeah, that's what's happening. There's a system in this game where if something goes out of the map, it's supposed to automatically put it back in the truck. And something went terribly, terribly wrong with that idea. Alright, you just stay right there. We don't need a dots projector. But yeah, somehow instead of going back to the map, it was getting lodged in the table here. Once again, how does that happen? I have no idea. That is game development 101 for you. Is that a skateboard? I didn't even notice the... Well... it's vaguely... it's a cat scratching thing. There's all kinds of different ones. There's one on the wall. There's a ball over here. It's for the kitty cat, though. Alright, ghost. I feel like my real life sanity has been draining with some of these ghosts. Phones going off. Turn that off, please. Okay, we got... I'm gonna sit in the dark. Carol, are you here? Can you hunt me? Can you show yourself? We did get a lighter, right? Yes. Oh, you can even see if the mic is on. Carol, are you here? Are you friendly? I wish I could turn that off, but luckily it's not too loud. Are you here? Are you friendly? These are my favorite moments of Phasmophobia, though, just getting to sit here and enjoy the map. And that's, like, the atmosphere of these maps really goes a long way, so I really am loving the new map designs. Even, like, Bleasdale and Grafton. Grafton should be a lot better now that we have the lighting changes, though. That should help Grafton a lot. So that's another map I'm going to want to play more. Is our sanity... this is not an early hunting ghost. Galu, I don't know if early hunts. Cormos, I don't know if early hunts. I need to start looking into some of these. I don't think it's a mimic. And we haven't gotten one poltergeist explosion. I would have heard an explosion of some kind. Have we taken a photo of the ghost? We need to try... Oop. What I'm going to do... I'm going to try and film it during a hunt. Or we'll see if it disappears. Oh no. I'm going to turn that light on. Where's my video? There it is. Video cam. Alright, number 3 is video cam. Gonna utilize those num keys. Turn the light off again. Oh! Wait, weren't you Carol? Am I going crazy? I thought Are you Carol or are you someone else? Maybe. I messed up. William! Damn you, William! See, so many ghosts back to back. I'll get better at that. But hey, that just proves I'm playing the game a lot. Alright, I don't know if I'll have enough time if he comes out here. He just sped up a little. Haha, see, if you saw, I stopped moving for a brief second, so I hit 2. That's the one thing I'm a little scared of, is if you have a smudge on 2, you gotta stop, or at least, I mean, I guess you don't have to, but generally speaking, on a mouse and keyboard, you use your middle finger to hit the 2, so your W and S, which are your forward and backwards, you know, while I'm trying to backpedal, I had to let go there, but it worked. Now, that didn't really tell me what kind of ghost it was, unless it's obviously not a mimic, or a phantom. Come on now. No, there is static. So I'm gonna say it's not phantom. I mean, I could see him. That wasn't phantom. Wasn't Cormos. I don't think it's a mimic. I might just go with Galu. Did I use up like all my smudges? I used 2 of them. Hold on, we got a light over here. I gotta remember. You're not an early hunting, William. Got hunting ghost. Not worried about that again. Oh, that could have been from the hunt. There was a hunt, and you were... Yeah, that was... I don't know. Maybe it is poltergeist, and it's just not doing... I'm gonna rule out mimic because I don't see any orbs. I'm gonna look for orbs one more time, but we're not gonna see orbs in here, I don't think. Oops, that was something. Let me read about a Galu. Protective equipment. I guess what I could do is try and get... I'm gonna do one more thing to try and figure out this ghost. I guess I won't bother setting up a pile again. But we're gonna get salt in here. I'm gonna try the Galu salt thing. If a Galu walks through salt, after a couple of seconds, it will become enraged and it'll stop stepping through salt for a period of time. I'm gonna see if I can get the ghost to walk through salt and then not walk through it anymore. Can't hear him. I think he went downstairs. Seems like such an erratic pace. It doesn't seem very consistent. It makes me think it's Galu, but let me try our salt technique. This is why I wanted some of the new ghosts, so that way I could try learning them. Because I have done this, I think one time I've determined a Galu like this, so I'd like to do it again. Smudge and 2 more salts, and we're just gonna keep the sanity where it is. I don't know if smudging would make him more enraged. It says using protective equipment. I figured smudge would count like that. Ah, then all this stuff. I mean, I think a poltergeist will throw more during a hunt. Like, it throws every, like, half a second, or like quarter of a second. Grab smudge. I wanted to go in there, but I'm not going to. I want to hear if it's throwing a lot, but I have to get close enough to hear it. I'm gonna try and run out here. I really like this spot. I'm looking through these doors at the ghost. Are you throwing stuff? Here, I'm gonna walk in here if we... Oh, you're wearing the... I mean, that wasn't a lot of throwing. I don't think this is a poltergeist. No, unfortunately. I'm gonna use this light switch. Did you step in that salt? Alright, I'm gonna put the rest of the salt down and just see. I had another thing. There it is. Okay, you were definitely stepping through salt. Galu. I think this is Galu. Slow down. This is not a poltergeist. Okay. If it had sped up because it saw me, it would have gone back to normal speed. This has to be a Galu, and it just... because that's the weird thing about the salt. It'll step in the salt and then become enraged, but it won't do it immediately. I don't know if it counts during a hunt. So, let me see if there's any in here that isn't walked on. Well, there's just one, but... I mean, a Cormos... Maybe it is a mimic, but... Wow. Oh. If it's a mimic and it's just not showing the orbs, but... Damn it, he saw me. But now he saw me and he didn't really speed up. I mean, violent throws, but that doesn't mean... I don't know, I feel like if it was a poltergeist, I'd really be hearing the throws. And it can't be... the only thing that... my guess, this is going to be a pure guess. Some of these ghosts you can get... You know, that's the point of Nightmare that though, is sometimes you gotta guess until you actually really learn. I don't trust my salt thing. But, like, of all the ghosts, like, I think a Galu would have been enraged a bit quicker. And there it goes in the salt again. I really don't think it's a poltergeist. We have, and I mean, great. Oh, I forgot about this. Wow, see, I just forgot this was even here. Yeah, this is a Galu, and I think it's enraged now because it stepped in the salt. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay. Really? Alright, my guess is Galu. It was. Okay, so it probably got enraged because it walked in the salt. So I don't know if it walks in the salt during a hunt, because that's how it started. It walked in the salt from a hunt. I don't know if that enraged it. Alright, I'll tell you what. I wanted that to be the last game. I didn't want to die there, but at least I learned that closet doesn't exactly work like the other closets. Alright, I guess I'm not going to be trusting that one too much. But here we go. We've done 2 hours. I'm ready to take a break. I do want to maybe come back this evening. I want to do morning streams and evening streams. But no matter what, I'm going to be here more regularly. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go here. I'm going to do a preset of Nightmare. I'm going to turn on all cursed items. What I'll do, though, to make things a little interesting, let's go in with 0 sanity. Now, I guess we don't need sanity pills. I'm going to save this even though it doesn't matter. Ghost should be fine because this is a nightmare. Alright, what we're going to do, we're going to try and have some fun looking for these. So I'm going to go in here with 0 sanity on basically nightmare difficulty. Luckily, well, there's no reward multiplier, but if I die, I'm still going to lose items. Alright, well, that's what smudges are for. Alright, let's go looking for some cursed items. That's how we're going to end this stream, is trying to learn where all these are. And also... Oh, nightmare. Okay, I'm breaking up. Holy... Okay, there's the summoning circle. Oh, so, dude, maybe no sanity was not the best idea. There's a mirror. Okay, if there's an item in here, there's probably not another item. Pretty sure that's normal. Yeah, I think he went to the basement. I'm gonna try and run to the front room. There's gotta be an item in here, right? We got 3 of them. Controller. Maybe there is not one in the... Oh, there we go. I figured there had to be something. Okay, first room. Music box. I'm gonna smudge you so I have a moment here. There's one of my smudges gone. So there's the first item. Second item. Third item. Fourth item, tarot cards. So, breaker is not on, so I'm gonna be going in the dark here. We have a smudge though. I'm gonna hit the breaker. I want the lights on, and oh yeah, we also, okay, so we got like 5 of them now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're missing the voodoo doll and the monkey paw. Oh yeah, that one's blocked up now. There's tarot cards, so there's probably not gonna be another one in this room. I'm kind of just quickly scanning through here. What? Are you down here too? What is going on with these ghosts? Maybe it was from a hunt. Yeah, you did come down here during a hunt. Okay, I'm gonna say that's the one down here. We're looking for 2 more. There's gonna be one somewhere back in here. I didn't even hit the breaker. It's alright. That's the challenge here is spooky darkness. Okay, there's the voodoo doll. Voodoo doll in the back corner on the house. So is the monkey paw around here? Oh, I want to believe they're not going to be that hidden. And there it is. Okay. So 2 back here, the first 3 up there, and then 2 down there. That's pretty easy to remember. This ghost is doing all kinds of stuff. I'm going to try and hit the breaker. We'll see if we can loop them around down here. It seemed like a normal speed ghost though. Well, okay, yeah, I forgot. Let's just hide and seek. Hide and seek. Do you want to play hide and seek? There, okay. We didn't even have enough sanity to do that, so. I'm gonna try and pull them down here. We have 1 smudge. Faster. This is Galu too? It's faster. Could be. I don't know what it could be. I gotta remember, if I die here, I am gonna lose items. I'm gonna let him get up to me. Alright, we are free. I am curious about what this ghost is, though. Yeah, one day I will be good enough. Why are you coming in here, friend? Oh, okay. Well, I figured out where the cursed items were, so whatever. I earned like $10,000 today. I think I can afford another death. What was it? What was this ghost though? My guess is Galu. It was faster. No, it was twins. Oh, it was faster twins. Okay, well, there you go. See, even the twins can now throw me off because of the speed changes. There's so many different ghosts with so many different speeds now. Alright, that was very nice. Let's check the money. 13. Okay, we lost a little bit. But I mean, that is still a very good amount of money to have. I'm gonna take a look over here. Yeah, 9 out of 50. So we're getting there. Almost as much as Tanglewood. I didn't play Tanglewood as much as it came out. Hello, Soda Bread Gamer. You joined right as we were about to end, because that was going to be my last game. We've done 2 hours, but if I'm not here again tomorrow night, I'll probably be here again tomorrow morning. But I'm going to be here more consistently, because I am ready to play this game. I'm really enjoying it now, and especially since we're just playing Willow, and I have all these other maps to go back and enjoy. So, especially Sunny Meadows. So next time, we're probably going to be playing more Willow, but we might start exploring some other maps as well. So thank you all so much for being here. I think I'm really getting into the hang of streaming, and like I said, I'm very comfortable here, so thank you all so much for being here, and I will see you all next time. Peace out.